Hello everyone, this is Ramit, your geography teacher.
This is chapter number 9, Energy Resources. And in this part of discussion, we are going to discuss the continuous series of mineral and energy resources. So, this is chapter 9, Energy Resources. Before starting this chapter, let us understand what are the main topics which we are going to discuss here. The main topics of discussion are: we will discuss introduction of the chapter, types of energy resources available in India and whole world. We will also discuss their distribution, and we will understand what are conventional and non-conventional resources, and we will also find at last what are the advantages and disadvantages of these energy resources. So let us start our today's discussion with introduction of the chapter. Energy is an essential input for industrial and economic development and for improving the standard of living. Energy output is obtained from chemical sources like coal, petroleum, electricity. So energy is a capacity of physical system to perform work. Energy exists in several forms such as heat, kinetic, mechanical energy, light, potential energy, electrical, or other forms of energy. On the basis of sources used to produce these energies, energy resources can be classified into different categories. The main categories are renewable and non-renewable resources of energy. The renewable resources of energy are those resources which can be replenished again and again. And same time, they are present in endless quantity over earth. On the other hand, the non-renewable resources are those resources those are going to extinguish from the earth soon, and they cannot be replenished with their use. And these resources are also pollutant resources, whereas renewable resources are non-pollutant resources. The example of renewable resources like solar energy, water energy, wind energy, and biomass. The example of non-renewable energy resources is oil, coal, and natural gases. Same time, energy resources can be classified into conventional and non-conventional resources of energy. The conventional resources of energy are like coal and petroleum, and these are going to extinct soon. Same time, these also causes water and air pollution. The conventional resources of energy we use in large quantity, and mostly they are the source of energy which is produced for different uses like electricity at home, or like we can see energy produced at factories. Whereas non-conventional resources of energy are those are not often used. These are also renewable resources of energy, and they last forever with us. They are not going to end with their use. They do not causes any pollution. The examples of non-conventional energy resources are solar and wind energy. You can also see some of the examples of conventional and non-conventional resources of energy in this slide. So conventional resources are like coal, petroleum, natural gases. Non-conventional resources like solar energy, wind energy, biogas, tidal energy, geothermal energy, nuclear or atomic energy. In our today's discussion, we are going to discuss about coal, petroleum, solar energy, wind energy, biomass, and nuclear or atomic energy, as these only included in our reduced syllabus. So let us start our discussion with coal. During 17th century, coal energy became the heart of industrial revolution. It became a primary source of energy for household and industries in equal manner. With its easy availability and low cost, nobody felt the need for any alternative. Coal is a non renewable resource which is being used by humans as their primary source of energy for industrial needs and generation of electricity. Though coal is rarely used nowadays in industries, it still forms a major part of producing electricity. Coal is essentially carbon, a blackish mass which is being used for powering our homes. Coal is formed from the decaying matter under the action of high pressure and temperature under the surface of earth, which took millions of years to form coal. Though coal is made up of carbon, other elements such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur do form some parts. Capacity of the coal to give energy depends on the percentage of carbon content that is present in particular variety of coal. So the older coal holds more and more carbon content. On the presence of carbon content, the coal can be classified into these categories. Anthracite. It is the best quality of coal and contain over 80% of carbon. It is hard, compact and black in color. It is found only in Jammu Kashmir in small quantity. Bituminous coal. It is the most widely used variety of coal and contain 60 to 80% of carbon. It is mainly used for heating, steam raising and producing coke. It is mostly found in Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. The next variety is lignite. It is called brown coal. It is inferior quality and it is friable in nature. It contains more of moisture and less of combustible matter. It is found in Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Lakhimpur of Assam and in Jammu and Kashmir. Peat. It is the first stage of transformation of wood to coal. It contains about 50 to 60% of carbon. It emits more smoke and leaves loads of ash after burning. In India, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh nearly having 90% of these coal reserves. India has huge reserves of coal, at least 84,396 million tons, that is proven reserve in India. This amounts to almost 8.6% of the world's reserve and it may last for about 230 years at the current reserve rate. And in contrast, the world's proven coal reserves are expected to last only for 192 years at the current rate of production ratio. India is the fourth largest producer of coal and lignite in the world. Coal production is concentrated in the states like Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Now let us discuss some advantages and disadvantages of coal to use as an energy resource. The fuel use is quite cheap and affordable. Unlike other energy resources, coal is still cheapest mineral and also unlike other minerals, its price in the open market remain more or less stable. It can be installed at any place irrespective to existence of coal. The coal can be transported to the site of plant by the rail or roads. No dependence on the climatic conditions. Unlike wind, solar or hydel energy, one is not dependent on existing climate conditions for mining coal. The main disadvantages of coal to use as a energy resources are it pollutes atmosphere due to producing large amount of smoke. Higher maintenance cost and operational cost is required. Huge amount of water is also required for coal production. Same time, coal is non-renewable resource which is going to end soon with extensive use. The next most important resource is petroleum. The word petroleum has been derived from two Latin words, petro and oleum. Petro means rock and oleum means oil. Thus, petroleum is oil obtained from rocks. That is why sometimes we also call it rock oil, or we also call mineral oil. Petroleum is a thick, flammable, yellow to black, combustible mixture of gaseous, liquid, and solid hydrocarbons that occur naturally in the Earth's surface. Technically speaking, petroleum is an inflammable liquid that is composed of hydrocarbons, which constitute 90 to 95% of petroleum, and remaining is chiefly composed containing oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. After processing, it is usually separate to fabrications which can be used as fuel or as raw material for chemical or petrochemical plants. Here in this map, we can understand the main areas of petroleum production in India. Oil was first discovered in India at Makum in northeast part of Assam in 1867. The main areas of oil production in India are offshore sea at Mumbai High, Digboi, Rudrasagar, Noonmati in Assam, Ankleshwar and Koili are important fields in Gujarat. But the production of petroleum resources in India is very less, as its quantity is very least available in India. But on the other hand, if we talk about refining of petroleum, that is greater than the demand of India. So the main oil refineries present in India are Koili, Mathura, Panipat, Bathinda, Mangalore, Kochi, Nagapattinam, Chennai, Vishakhapatnam, Haldia, Kolkata, Digboi and Guwahati. Now let us discuss some non-conventional or renewable resources of energy. The first one is solar energy. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has initiated various programs in the urban sector for promoting solar water heating system in homes, hotels and hospital and other industries. For producing solar energy, directly or indirectly, the sun is responsible for this source of energy. Direct solar energy is clean, renewable energy and easily available in vast quantity. There are three main ways which can be used to harvest solar energy. The ways are solar hot water, solar thermal electricity and photovoltaic cells. The basic aim to motivate the local government for adopting renewable energy or technologies in India is to promote solar energy and wind energy. But still, the use of solar energy as the main resources of energy is very less. Only 1% of the total energy comes from the solar energy form. In this slide, we can understand the capacity of different states and UTs in solar power production, where Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh are one of the leading states. Now have a look the three main types of solar energy production units. The first one is solar panel, where panels are used to store the solar energy and convert them into electrical form of energy. Photovoltaic electricity. This method uses photovoltaic cells that absorb the direct sunlight just like a solar cell you see in some calculators. Solar thermal electricity. This also uses a solar collector. It has a mirrored surface that reflects the sunlight onto a receiver that heats up a liquid. This heated liquid is used to make steam that produces electricity. The main advantages and disadvantages of solar system are: solar system save money on operations and reduce air pollution. It reduces the dependency on other fossil fuels like petroleum and coal. Solar plants last as long as nuclear or coal. New plants have low land use. Backup and storage devices are available for taking backup of electricity. It also reduces the carbon dioxide emission in atmosphere. The main disadvantages: making solar cells produces toxic chemicals. Old solar cells plants take a large area to set up. Cells can be damaged in desert ecosystem. Need backup system at night and during cloudy or rainy days where sun heat is not available. Solar panels are costly and they are away from the reach of poor population. The next most important renewable resource is wind energy. Wind power is a conservation of wind energy into useful form of energy, such as using wind turbines to make electrical power, windmills for mechanical power, and so on. Wind is another important source of non-conventional energy. For long, energy from wind has been utilized to produce mechanical energy from windmills and used for pumping and running flour mills. Now, if the generator is coupled with shaft of windmill, the rotation of windmill will lead to the production of electricity from generators. This electricity in appropriate form can be utilized for domestic and various other purposes. However, electricity from wind can be generated only in the areas of high wind velocity, especially the coastal areas and desert areas. The first wind farm in India was installed in 1986 in the coastal region of Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Odisha. Now let us discuss some main advantages and disadvantages of wind power. The main advantages: it is renewable form of energy, it is free from pollution and very cost effective. The main disadvantage: it is unreliable source of energy and threat to wildlife. It also produces lots of noise pollution. The next form of energy is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the energy released in nuclear reactions. However, we also refer to the nuclear energy as the use of that energy for the other purposes such as providing electrical, mechanical, and thermal energy from nuclear reactions. The first nuclear power station was set up in India in Tarapur in 1969. The other plants are also located at Kalapakkam in Tamil Nadu, Rana Pratap Sagar in Kota, Nora in Uttar Pradesh, Kakrapara near Surat in Gujarat. A nuclear power plant is a special type of power plant in which nuclear fission reaction is used to generate electricity through various processes. Now let us understand some advantages and disadvantages of a nuclear power plant. The advantages are: does not causes pollution. It does not emit greenhouse gases. The main disadvantage: it is non-renewable resource of energy which use atomic products like uranium and thorium. Mining uranium causes pollution in the atmosphere. It is very expensive to set up a nuclear power plant. It also has risk of serious accidents or nuclear waste leakage. So that's all for the today's discussion. If you have any doubt in this discussion, you can ask me by my WhatsApp number. Thank you very much.